Welcome to Chêne Bleu. We're here in the south of France on the same latitude as Châteauneuf and Gigondas in the Dentelle de Montmirail.
One of the wonderful aspects of having a vineyard at this altitude, and here we're at 550 meters or 1,800 feet above sea level, is the ability to get this lovely backbone of acidity and freshness in all of our wines, including Aliot.
We're on the edge of a tectonic plate, so we have really interesting minerality in the wines.
And the other fantastic aspect of this Aliot site, which you can see behind us, is that it's surrounded by this wild forest. It's a protected part of a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, helping to protect and enhance the biodiversity of the vineyard site. It only takes around 15 minutes for the grapes for our Aliot cuvée to come in from the furthest reaches of the vineyard into the cellar for processing. We sort the cases again by hand, and they go into our pneumatic bladder press for a light press cycle, while we also protect the press tray with a layer of dry ice against oxidation when the juice is at its most vulnerable. We favour a long, slow, cool fermentation to capture those interesting aromatic volatile compounds, and afterwards a period of élevage for 8 months in the 600-litre demi-muit with gentle batonnage on the lees in order to give it that gastronomic mouthfeel.
Really happy to introduce our Aliot 2016. As usual, it's a Roussanne blend with some Grenache and a little bit of that Marsanne.
One of the things I remember from this vintage that was so arresting is that there was barely any need for sorting. It was somewhat a gem of a vintage in the southern Rhone. So all of our parcel ripening was beautifully homogeneous, and then at picking we had perfect temperature, sunny and cool. So really a vintage to treasure.
I love the fact that it has the sticky texture and also that golden hue, but then on the palate it always surprises with its brightness and the minerality on the finish.
And on the nose you get this wonderful sort of verbena buttery brioche with a touch of honey, sort of fresh lime tree. It's quite aromatically complex and has all of these layers to it. And that makes it very, very versatile as well for food pairings.
I love this wine.